Episode 10, Rebuilding Steve. This week, we're rotating, getting back our twisting, getting back that strength, that balance. You ready?
Yeah.
Well, let's go. So, Steve has already warmed up today on the air bike, which was really exciting. He did amazing. And now, we're going to start off right away with a mobility drill. So, what I'm going to have you do is I want you to go left knee down, right foot's going to be in front. Nice. I'm going to have you pin this really good right here. All right. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to make sure this is out of your way appropriately. But what I'm looking for is at first, I want you to take your left arm and I want you to reach it this far as you can. I want your right arm to go back that way as far as you can. Your chin is really important. It stays in the center of your chest. I want you to hold that position. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Now stretch further to me. Nice. Deep breath in. Breathe out. Stretch further to me. Deep breath in. Breathe out. Stretch further to me. Nice. Switch directions. So come this way, same thing. Reach to me, deep breath in, breathe out, reach to me. Good. Again, deep breath in, breathe out, reach to me. Deep breath in, breathe out, reach to me. Push up into my hands here. Push up tall, push up tall, push up tall with your shoulders. There you go. Now, switch directions again. Last one. Now, the whole purpose of the foam roller, I don't know if you've determined what that is yet, but it's limiting your hip range of motion. So it's making you isolate that upper back and get that good upper back twisting that we are going to need here in just a few minutes. Nice. Give me one last breath. Breathe out, let it go. Well done. Now I'm going to have you switch directions for me. So you'll turn around, face the other way. Look how easy you stood up there. Easy lunge. Well, since you're going to lunge that easy, I guess we're going to have to do some deficit lunges at the end of this then.
Oh boy, can we?
All right, I'm going to have you pin this here. All right, same game. I want you to take that right arm to me. Reach, reach, reach. Deep breath in. Breathe out, reach. Nice. And left arm back. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. Breathe out, reach. Come on. Again, deep breath in. Breathe out, reach. You can go further. Deep breath in. Breathe out, reach. Attaboy. There you go. Switch the other direction. Same thing. Same thing. Deep breath in. Breathe out. Deep breath in. Breathe out. Deep breath in. Breathe out. And take your time and stand on up for me. How'd that go?
Oh, lovely.
Where did you feel that the most?
Kind of here and a little here.
Yeah. The big thing with the rotating is our goal. At first, it's kind of tough because your body deep down knows how far you used to be able to twist. So your body's trying to do everything it can to be able to get you there. So it's trying to take your shoulder and use that as leverage. It's trying to use your neck as leverage. And our goal is to start to get to where you're doing that all spine controlled without using the upper limb drivers. But for now, I wanted you to feel what that's like because this is going to be something that's going to be really important at home that I'm going to have you do over this week, okay? So we've got to be starting on our rotating. This has helped us isolate that upper back in rotation while we're still practicing that balance like stance leg and feeling that hip in some extension. So that was really good, man. I'm a big fan of that. What we're going to start on next is just integrating that into some balance real quick. So here's what we're going to do. I will control the vacuum. What I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you come on over, and I want you to just step on up here. We're going to use this like a balance beam, but I want your arms out to your side. I want you using them as much as needed, but as minimal as possible. That was pretty good, though. That was pretty good. So the hopping's been going okay, I guess.
The bouncing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Next, we got to teach you how to do a kick flip.
No.
Do you know how to do that?
No.
Skateboards?
Oh.
With these?
Okay, yeah. Where you flip the skateboards.
Yeah.
Not
that'd be
you
fun.
flip.
No. That's later.
Yeah.
That's episode 20.
If you can get Steve to do that,
That's episode 20.
you're amazing.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Walk. Do your thing. Do your thing. Tight rope. Tight rope. A little fashion with it. We need some like fashion beats right now. Hit that runway. There it is. Come on back forward.
Look forward.
So it turns out the 2x6 ends. Yeah, there is an end to it. But that's what I want. I want you to have to respond to that, feel that balance, feel that one foot in front of the other. You remember what we were working on last time was making sure your balance is getting closer and closer with each foot. But now what I'm forcing you to do is to expose you to what it's like, that one foot in front of the other. But you got to remember the body's naturally wanting to rotate or twist or fall laterally as you do this. So you learning to control that again with a little bit of support is step one. Nice. Come on back. Come on back. Nice. Give me one more forward. There you go. There you go. Let's get it. Nice. Come on back. Come on back. I like it. Take a break. Okay, how'd that go?
Not too bad.
Yeah, that looks really easy. So what we're going to do this set coming up is we're actually going to do the same thing, but I'm going to have you start picking those up to finally start practicing that 1 foot in front of the other. But I want you to keep them within about an inch, inch and a half from the ground so that if you need them, you got them. But I really want you to fight like crazy to not need them. Does that make sense? If you need to bend the knees a little more, that's fine. Whatever it takes so that you can do that. So I'm going to have you get started on that. You're going to do 2 laps down and back, then take a break. Okay? Go for it. It's harder than you think, right?
Yep. It's like another drunk monkey exercise here.
It is. The best way to think about this one, makes it even more fun, is that imagine you're 3,000 feet in the air on a tightrope. That makes this exhilarating. We should Photoshop the ocean down there or something. Keep going. A couple sharks. Get it. Get it. Fight, fight, fight. Nice. Nice. Brother, let's go. All right, take a break. So balance and strength update is clear. Ashley, go ahead and tell us a little bit about how things have been going since we saw you last.
Steve's been working hard. We did get sick last week,
Yep.
which sent me over the edge. I knew the first time he got sick, and thank goodness it was only a stomach bug and not something respiratory, but I was a mess. So that knocked him out pretty good, almost all week. He was just exhausted, so it's hard to do things. But we did still go to the gym twice last week, and he worked hard. He's increasing the amount of reps that he can do, more so the amount of weight he can do. So that's been going really well. He's been walking. We went to the grocery store on Saturday, and he didn't use his wheelchair.
Nice.
Yeah, so he's really working hard.
That's awesome.
And use the backpack, not the roller.
Yeah, so the difference is the backpack only spits out oxygen when he takes a breath. And right now his lung capacity is limited. He can't take a full breath, so he doesn't oxygenate as well as a continuous flow like what the tank there it does. So he's been using the backpack as opposed to that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's doing really well.
So today, we've started on a little bit of rotating. We started on integrating some of that with balance because we're going to have to practice shifting weight from one foot to the other because we're going to start doing a little bit of twisting today because like we talked at the end of the last episode, number one thing that we wanted to start doing was swinging the golf club a little bit. And so I think the most important thing to remember is that A, you went ahead and gave this a shot, which I appreciate. And everyone right now is watching that clip of you performing this in the yard.
Keep your head down.
And looking at how great you were recovering in the process. Everyone's seeing that right now.
You'll have to bleep out the bad words.
No, can't do that. Just get demonetized. It's worth it.
You sent him the ones of me hitting the ball, right?
Yes, of course.
You
I
hit
sent
one?
those.
I hit the last
Yes,
three.
I sent it to you.
Yeah,
Pretty
so,
well, actually.
okay, yeah, we can say whatever we want. So yeah, I appreciate you doing that. I really appreciate your enthusiasm with how well you're doing. But the key thing is that we want to make sure as you're getting out there, number one, really glad you got out there. I wanted you to give it a shot. Had the stomach bug. We didn't get to get together last week. So that was awesome that you got to do what you did. The key thing is now, though, is we want you to be able to do that and actually start getting back some control with it, being able to get further range and to feel stronger with it where it's not wearing you out so quickly. Does that make sense? Part of that is we've got to make sure full body is getting reintegrated. You have to have the hips. Golf swing is one of the most complex human movements on the planet. And so we've got to make sure that all of those elements and all of those parts are doing the best that they can. So we're basically putting you together a good little workout to be able to do where you make your way through a couple rotations, you make your way through some balance, we hit a lunge or two, now we do the golf drill, now we smack 2 balls, then repeat it, right? And so we want that initial work through going to where you feel like, okay, I'm starting to feel through it a little bit more, now I'm starting to get a little bit more control. All right, now integrate it with actually doing the swing. I think you'll notice that that'll go really, really well. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you just take one of those. I'll steal one. I'm going to get this out of your way. Now, we don't have a golf club with us today, so this is going to be our very long golf club for the day. So what I'm going to have you do is, quite the driver. If that was legal, that'd be sick. But here's what I want you to do is you're still going to act like it's an iron, okay? And the key thing is I want you to stand footing-wise where this blue line is basically the ball path, okay? That's what we're looking for. That's how I want you to be thinking about it, your normal foot position. Then what I want from you is I actually want you to take this dowel. I want the trail piece back here that's where I want you to cross it just like this, okay? So go ahead and take that for me. Nice. I want you to feel like you're holding that tight. Go out here if you can. Nice. Like that way better. So I want you to feel like you're in your mid-iron posture. And from here, what I'm looking for is I want you to go through a backswing, and I want you to imagine that you are trying to get this portion of the dowel to come over about right here, okay? This is basically with the ball. When you do this at home, you'll be using your club, and I'll want that club head to feel like it's coming across the ball path. Does that make sense? So I want you to go ahead and rotate backwards for me, and I want you to take a deep breath while you're back there. Deep breath here. Breathe out. Finish. Weight shift and everything, and hold. Okay, so now your first one doing that, what does that feel like?
Terrible.
Terrible. Fantastic. And so now, when Steve said last time, hey, I'm ready to go play a round of golf, how's that going to go? Probably not the best that we would think it would, because you've been working on a whole lot of things over this last 10 weeks, but only a couple things that are springy and nothing that's really that fast or ballistic. And you got to remember, when we go fast and ballistic, it uses different parts of our tissues. So we have to start working on that elastic energy. So the key is, as you wind up, you did really great with that because that's slow like you're used to. As soon as we ask you to go a little faster, the body kind of freaks out a little bit there at the end because it's just not used to being there. So what I want you to do now is I want you to back that speed off, probably about 75%. And then we're going to just do 4 in a row. We're going to come on back. You're going to take a deep breath in. I want you to come through at 25, then 50, then 75, and then the same speed you just did. Does that make sense? Okay, here we go. So same thing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come on through. Attaboy. Nice. Nice. Way better control. A little faster. Nice. A little faster still. Nice. A little faster still. Nice. And now take a little break. Breather break. Okay, so tell me about those 4. What was the experience of all those?
It's definitely feeling it in the back.
Absolutely. You've got to remember, you're not used to taking that lat, the big muscles back here, and getting them back through rotation. It's been a minute.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's been a minute. But this is going to be an amazing drill that you can do consistently that's going to help integrate that. So we'll start with the easier one, right, where we're getting that pause there, getting to feel that upper back open up. But then we've got to be able to use that as we come through here. So now the only thing I'm going to change for you is I want to do the exact same thing you just did. You did 25, 50, 75, and then the full speed. But now I want you to take the deep breath in at the back. And I'll also, after you finish, I want you to pause and hold a deep breath there. Okay? Here we go. Breathe in. Come on through 25. Hold, breathe. Attaboy. Come on back. 50. Breathe. Nice. Give me another. Nice. 75. Again, breathe back here. Breathe, hold. Breathe, hold. Nice. Take a break. How'd it go?
The other side of my back.
Yeah, exactly. And so now, what did you notice? So when you had to spend time back here, you noticed those muscles saying, A, holy crap, I have to be way back here further than I thought I was going to have to be. And 2, I guess you're going to make me stay here for a second. And I have to be able to breathe. So then when you follow through, same thing. Oh my gosh, I have to endurance hold that position. The body is not used to it. But that's the key, is that I want you to start feeling those ranges. If we can do it slow, you can start integrating back fast. So you can see the whole idea is going to be basically what we've done. We're going to have these. Then you'll just take the club, flip it on down, and then smack 2 balls. Does that make sense? We'll end up finishing with the lunges. The only part about this is, why is golf so important for you to get back to so quickly?
So we were in the garage the other day, and I noticed a bunch of practice balls. I'm like, where are these from? Like, I weren't mine. And Ashley told me that when I was in the hospital, Tyler got this bag of balls and was practicing almost every day and wanted me out of the hospital so we could play golf again.
Absolutely. And so guess what we're going to do? We're going to have him play golf again. Now, we're not going to play the best round of our life that first time out, but we're going to be able to smack that ball around, right? And so that's where we start shifting the priorities on the things we're looking for sooner than others. So we keep lifting heavy because that's the goal. That's where we got to get to. We're going to hit these rounds in the yard so you can start doubling each time you're out. how many balls you hit, right? We'll start with 4 or 6. Then we're going to double it. Then you're going to do 12. And then as long as you get sore where you feel it the next day, but 2 days later you're fine, we get out there and we do it again. Make sense? Okay, you did amazing with those. So now what I'm going to have you do is the last piece of strengthening here. Now this will be a fun team bonding experience between you and Ashley. This is going to be glorious.
Me?
Oh yeah, of course. Of course you're in on this one. This will be
Oh,
great.
me.
I'll give it 1 round. You give it round 2.
Okay.
You ready?
I didn't really dress for this.
Me neither. So come on up. You ready?
We'll get some longer.
Little short on the hose, bro. Yeah. All right, here we go. All right, so what I'm going to have you do is I want you to focus on not smacking your knee on the ground, but you're going to take one leg backwards, and I want you to breathe in all the way down, and then you're going to come up out of the lunge, okay? So here's the difference. We talked about this and preluded to it earlier. We're going to do a deficit lunge now. I want you to get down there. However, remember, you've got Ashley's support as much as you need to get back up, but I want you to control it with the legs, okay? Use as minimum arms as possible, but we're going to do 2 in a row with the same leg. You ready? Come on back. Get it.
Wait.
You pick. Yes. Breathe in on the down. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Out and stand up. Attaboy. Get another. Again. Nice. And to report to you, he used probably 5 pounds of pressure. Almost none already, which is amazing. Do the other side. Same thing. Down. Nice. Again. Nice. Take a break. Take a breather. Ashley, you're in. Dun, 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 dun. Steve, you can do this. You got 2 more in you. You got 2 more in you. Are you ready? Here we go. 1. Attaboy. Another. Yes. Again.
You got it.
Nice. 1 more. Nice. Done.
Good
Done. What a new personal record. A new personal record. Deficit lunges.
Yeah.
How are those legs doing?
Good.
Nice. The good news is we've completed everything we needed to do this week. Isn't that amazing? Now we're just going to do 6 more rounds all the way through.
Yay!
Sweet.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'll get the mat. All right, everybody, we're out of here.